Have you ever felt alone, even among family? Have you ever reached a moment in life when it suddenly hits you? You can't truly rely on anyone else, not even your own family? It's a difficult truth to accept. And yet, it's one of the most common realities we face as we get older. The people we once depended on emotionally, physically, even just socially, start to drift. Children get caught up in their own lives. Siblings face health challenges of their own. Friends move away, fall ill, or sometimes pass on. Slowly, the support network we once thought was unshakable begins to thin out. And in that quiet moment, you're left asking yourself, who's really here for me? It's a heavy question. It can feel like hitting a wall, especially if you're not prepared. But here's the good news. You can prepare. In fact, you can build a life at 70, 80, or even 90 where you feel grounded, capable, peaceful, and powerful, no matter who stays, who leaves, or who forgets to call. This isn't about bitterness. It's about wisdom. It's about learning that real support, the kind that lasts, isn't always found in others. Sometimes, the most enduring support comes from within and from 5 other sources most people overlook until it's too late. These 5 forms of support are quiet. They're simple. They're powerful. And unlike people, they don't grow distant. They don't forget, and they don't make you feel like a burden. Let's walk through them together. 1. Physical mobility. The freedom to keep moving. When you reach your 70s, one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself isn't found in a bottle, a bank account, or a phone call. It's your ability to move your own body, freely and independently. Mobility isn't just about walking. It's about freedom. It's about dignity. It's about being able to get out of bed in the morning without help. Make yourself a warm cup of tea. Go for a short walk in the fresh air, or simply reach that favorite bowl on the top shelf. That's power. That's self-respect. And perhaps most importantly, it's emotional security. Because when you can move, you feel less like a burden. You feel more in control. You worry less. You plan more. Now, let's be real. Staying mobile at 70 or 80 doesn't mean running marathons. It means protecting your joints, keeping your balance steady, and giving your muscles just enough activity to say, I still trust you. Small daily habits like stretching, walking for 10 to 15 minutes, or using light resistance bands can keep your body alive and your confidence steady. And it's never too late to start. Take Harold, a 78-year-old man I met in a Florida park. Every morning, rain or shine, he walks slow, deliberate laps with his cane. I asked him why. He said, the day I stop walking is the day I start waiting for someone else to help me. And I don't want to wait. I want to live. That's the kind of mindset that keeps you free, no matter what your age is. 2. Financial simplicity. Less chaos, more peace. Peace of mind in your later years doesn't come from having a fortune. It comes from knowing what you need, what you can afford, and how to manage it without stress. When you simplify your finances, you take back control. You reduce anxiety. You eliminate confusion. You don't have to ask your kids about every bill or feel embarrassed about what's in your bank account. You just live confidently, securely. Think of Lorraine, a 74-year-old widow who decided to downsize after her husband passed. She cut unnecessary expenses, consolidated her accounts, and now uses a simple budget that fits her life. She even has a savings jar she calls her Freedom Fund. It's not about wealth. It's about empowerment. When your money is simple, it becomes support you can count on, no strings attached. 3. A consistent health routine. Self-care is self-respect. At this stage in life, your best caregiver might not be your doctor, your children, or your spouse. It's your daily health routine. No, you don't need to follow a complicated program or buy expensive supplements. What you need is consistency. Walk a little every day. Stay hydrated. Take your medications on time. Eat what fuels you. Stretch your body. Breathe deeply. It's not about chasing youth. It's about honoring the body that's carried you through decades of life. Frank, an 81-year-old former electrician, told me, every time I take care of myself, I'm reminding myself that I still matter. That's what health routines really are, rituals of self-worth. For emotional resilience, strength that comes from within, life in your 70s, 80s, and beyond will bring challenges. There's no denying that. Grief, disappointment, loneliness, unexpected change. But emotional resilience isn't about pretending to be happy all the time. It's about being strong enough to feel pain without falling apart. It's about crying and still getting up. It's about accepting what's hard while still finding beauty in the little things. Eileen, a 77-year-old widow, lights a candle every night. Not for religion, but for ritual. It reminds me that I'm still here, she said. That's emotional resilience. The quiet refusal to be defeated. The ability to feel deeply without losing yourself in sorrow. And this strength can be developed through reflection, through small daily rituals, through letting yourself feel without being controlled by your emotions. Because when your emotions are steady, the world around you doesn't shake you as easily. 5. A personal code of values, the inner compass. Finally, the most important support you may ever have, your own personal code, a set of values you live by, a compass that guides your choices, anchors your behavior, and gives you peace, no matter what's happening around you. When everything else in life becomes unpredictable, your family, your health, your finances, your values can remain solid. They tell you who you are when your roles, mother, worker, spouse, fade away. Howard, an 83-year-old I once met, told me, I live by 5 rules. I speak the truth. I don't waste food. I return what I borrow. I forgive quickly. And I sleep with a clear conscience. It's not about impressing anyone. It's about living a life you respect, even when no one's watching. And that kind of integrity, that's the deepest kind of support you can have, because it will never abandon you. Final thoughts. Becoming your own foundation. As we grow older, life can feel quieter, sometimes lonelier. The people we thought would always be around may drift, and our bodies may not do what they used to, but that doesn't mean you're powerless. In fact, the opposite is true. You have more strength, wisdom, and inner resources than you probably give yourself credit for. The truth is, the most reliable support in life often doesn't come from other people. It comes from how you treat your body, how you manage your money, how you care for your emotions, how you structure your day, and how you define yourself. It comes from within. So here's a gentle challenge. After this video, take a quiet moment to ask yourself, which of these 5 supports do I already have? And which one can I begin to build today? It doesn't have to be big. Start small. Start simple. Start from where you are. Because every small step you take is a powerful statement. I'm not waiting to be rescued. I'm building my own strength. Thank you for spending time with me today. If this resonated with you, leave a comment below and share what you're going to focus on next. And if you found value in this message, subscribe, and share it with someone who may need it too. Remember, you are not alone. You are not helpless. You are powerful, right here, right now. And the best part? You always have been.